for step 26, the damper oil, well, this is where we're going to add the oil and get all of the bubbles out. Now you can see that this one comes with the yellow, so we've got the soft set, but there are other options down the line if you wanted to change it. But we're just going to build it with the oil that the kit came with. So I'll set this up and I'll show you how to remove the bubbles. So let's work on the front shock. So we've got the piston all the way down to the bottom, so just move it all the way down, and we're now going to fill the cylinder with the oil, and you'll want to go right to the top, because when we put in the oil seal, it's designed to sort of push out any of the excess oil, so pretty much you can go right to the top with this. And the idea being that we need to go slowly up and down and remove all of the air bubbles out of the oil. Now, that popped a bit, so I'm going to add more. And I've got quite a bit. So now that those smaller ones are empty, I am going to go to the big bottle that the kit came with, and we'll add more here. So we're just going to go up and down, squeezing out all of the oil, or the air I should say, out of the oil. And you can see small bubbles now that are showing up in through those holes in that X10 piece that we put in. But as a whole, there's no more air in that oil. So what we can do now is we're going to put on the oil seal, which you'll see that when you put this on, oil's going to go everywhere. And that's what it's designed to do. And it's why they tell you to grab a paper towel or something to grab the excess that's going to come off of this. Now, once you've got all the excess, you can just grab the cap and spin it on. And you'll spin it all the way down, giving it a nice tight seal. Just gonna wipe my hands a bit here, and I might wipe the seal or the cylinder a little bit too. Get it all the way down so you've got a nice tight fit to this, and you can see that when you push this in, it wants to push back out, and that's because it's creating its own sort of like almost like a gas chamber or a air pocket, where by pushing this in, the pressure is pushing it back out, just like that. So that is how you do the oil-filled shocks. Now, I went ahead and did the other two because it was going to be an identical process, so I didn't see much point in repeating it. And you can see here, if I push that in, it wants to push it back out. So they're all the same. It creates a pressurized system. So those shocks are all done, which means that step 26 is complete. So now we're going to move on to step 27, which is the rear dampers, but it's the installation of those dampers onto the car.